Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. In today's video, guys, I want to talk with you about what I believe the correct financial pathway is in order to get to financial freedom. Now, I know you guys have heard me say this many times on this channel, that financial freedom means different things to different people. What I believe financial freedom is to me, it's going to be different for you. So the first thing you need to do in order to get on your pathway to financial freedom is figure out what financial freedom means to you. What type of lifestyle do you want for yourself at a certain point in your future? That's the number one thing you got to do. The second thing you want to do is think about what will it take? How much money will I need to earn? And then how much of that money will I need to take and invest in order to build up my assets to get to a point where I can create passive income from those assets at some point in the future? When I was walking myself through this goal setting exercise, I decided, I'd like to have about $10,000 a month coming in from a passive standpoint from my assets. So at 30 years old, I started down that financial pathway of earning money through primary income and through side hustles, keeping my expenses low, and then consistently, month after month, investing that money in to the stock market in things like S&P 500, ETFs and index funds, and some individual stocks. I also decided to become a real estate investor by buying single family homes, putting tenants in those homes, holding that real estate for long term in order to build my net worth. You have to visualize what you want, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, when it's time for you to kick back and enjoy the rest of your life and not have to worry about working. Now, I get the question a lot. Richard, I got, $500 to invest. What do I need to do with $500 to get me to my financial freedom? And I always reply with this question: what are your financial goals? See, if you don't know what your financial goals are, guys, let's be honest, we're fooling ourselves. Without knowing that, how can you plan which financial pathway you need to be on? If you got short-term financial goals and you want to do something with $500, it's going to be different if you have long-term financial goals, what you would do with that $500. So that's the first question I ask. What are your financial goals? And that's what you guys need to be sitting down and thinking about. What do I want to accomplish? A lot of times we only think about the present. We don't give enough attention to our future. So we got to temporarily leave the present and think about the future. If I got $500, how can I take that $500 and start investing it for my future? $500, $1,000, $2,000 is not going to be enough to build financial wealth for you guys. Now, it's a start. It's a good seed to plant. But let's be honest. We got to continue planting seeds, pouring water on those seeds, and sometime in the future, that's when we'll be able to harvest. And all of that hard work and labor will pay off for us, right? So you got to think about, again, what are your goals and how are those goals going to align with what you want to happen for yourself in the future? Big part of that, again, is money. You gotta generate some money, guys. This financial freedom thing doesn't happen without you having money to invest in assets, right? You can't buy a piece of real estate by just talking about it. You can't invest in the stock market and paper assets by just talking about it. You got to actually physically have money to put in these things and be able to consistently do that over time, month after month after month after month. And then if you put it in the right investments, at that point is where your net worth starts compounding and growing and getting bigger. So always keep that in mind, guys. The number one tool to build wealth is your income. The more income you have and the more you control your expenses and the more income you have left over is what you will be able to invest and build wealth. Now, can you get there quicker than 20 years or 30 years? Absolutely. But you got to be willing to put more money in. You can't have $500 and think you're going to put $500 in for the next 10 years and be a millionaire. It's not going to happen, right? It's just not going to happen. The S&P 500 has an 8 to 10% return over the last 90 years on average, guys. Do the math. $500 per month is $6,000 a year for the next 10 years. You're only putting in $60,000. That's not going to equate to $1 million, right? It's just not going to happen. So you got to put more money in if you expect bigger results and if you expect to get there sooner. You can get there in 5 years if you want. You just going to have to bust your butt, make a bunch of money, delay gratification, and invest it all, right? I say you'd have to be investing easily 60, 70, 80% of your income in order to do it in the next 5 to 10 years. One exception. Can you build a business and do it faster? Absolutely. That's probably the fastest way to build wealth quick is through you creating a business that solves problems for people, and people grab a hold of that business and support you and buy from you, and you grow your revenues, you manage your expenses, and then that net profit that you create over time can build wealth rapidly. But that's probably the only exception, right? Because if you're going to invest in the stock market and you want to build wealth fast, you got to have a lot of money to invest in the stock market to build wealth fast. You can't take $500 and invest in Apple and think you're going to do that for the next 3 years and all of a sudden you got $1 million. Apple stock is not going to grow that fast, guys. Apple is already a giant, right? They're not going to grow as fast as a newer company like Tesla. Align your expectations with what you're willing to do in order to achieve those expectations, right? You got to align that so that they're on the same page. Again, guys, just a quick video to talk a little bit about this financial freedom thing. On this channel, that's what I talk about, guys, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. So if you're not interested in financial freedom and me having these types of videos, then hey, man, I appreciate you stopping by. But there are many, many other YouTubers out there with a whole bunch of other content around financial education and financial literacy. Go check them out. I recommend you see who's out there. You know, watch 3 or 4 different people, 10 people if you want. It really doesn't matter. It's on you. It's your goal. You have to figure out how you need to reach that financial freedom goal, right? So I'm okay with that. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash that like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind. You can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. Put any amount of money in that brokerage account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks for just trying out their brokerage app. There's a link down in the description box of the video. Go click on that Webull link. Open up your new brokerage account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom. whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.